understand why you need to be told to be nice to people, because nyan nyan, you know that when it's you, you want kindness.
Exactly.
Why does it change when it comes to the next person?
It's just if I that's the narrative I don't get. Even things such as mental health is real, is not a game. When
Yeah,
was it ever a game? Like,
yeah, we know,
make it make sense.
we know,
When was it ever a joke?
we all know. We all know. My name is Damoyi, and over there is the beautiful Ikho G. It is 25 minutes after 3 o'clock, and this is Urban Evolution right here on KNR Radio. According to you, I said that this today is just going to be different, man. Today is going to be, it's just, we're just going to get into it. We're just going to talk, conversate, and I'm thankful for the freedom to say we're going to cancel everything else and just go with this, because this is what is happening right now and this is what we're feeling right now, and sizakwazi ukuncokola ngayo and talk about it. Might be triggering for some, so to just put that out there.
Trigger warning.
Yeah, trigger warning. We do need to talk about everything. We do need to get into talking about depression and understanding what it is. I'm sad that Rolanda couldn't come today. Again, happy birthday to Mafungasha. It's his daughter's birthday, and I'm trying to be with baby right now.
Yeah.
Let me just, okay, there you are, Ikho. Let me just make sure that you're on the, if you are live you're on Facebook, I am live on our Facebook page, and of course, KTSU Radio, you can go like and follow. Also go onto our Instagram, it's KN Radio underscore, KN Radio underscore, our Instagram and Twitter. I'm getting a new phone, if we reach a certain number. Please, I need a new phone.
We better post.
I need a new
Have
phone.
I posted? I think, yeah. Have I posted it?
It's okay, you can post after the show.
Okay, cool.
How you doing? How has the week been for you?
Ooh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
been
Yeah. It's been a week, yeah.
yeah, it's been a difficult week emotionally. I think death is triggering on its own.
Yeah.
Suicide is triggering,
Yeah.
if I could put it like that,
Yeah.
because
I get you.
you think of that state that person was at, and I think we're all triggered because we've all been there.
Yeah.
You might have not been suicidal actively,
Yeah.
but I'm pretty sure that so many of us, because of the challenges as the bananas, were like, oh, maybe not living is not a bad idea after all.
Yeah.
Even if you are not suicidal,
Suicidal.
and you don't have suicidal thoughts, but sometimes it's just like, yo, sizotini up.
Maybe
And
death is not such a bad idea.
right? And I
Yeah.
think we need to be honest about the things that we go through. Let us not shy away from how challenging
Life is.
the universe is. Let
Yeah.
us not shy away from that.
Yeah.
I think with having those conversations and affirming each other that no, you're not the only one that is going through Lando. It happens. It happens to many of us.
To the best of us.
Right?
To the best of us. And I think also it's understanding your emotions and your feelings, and trying to not make the next person understand, because when you try to make the next person understand, it might not be like that, it might not be as easy for them. So it's you going to, I say that it's a wave, yes, but it's not something that you can get over. Like a wave comes and breaks and it goes.
Yes.
But now you need to understand that a wave, as it's coming up, it hits you, you're off balance, it hits you, you go down under, and as it breaks on the other end, it swells underneath. And when it starts to swirl, it brings you in deeper,
Yeah.
and you drown. And the more you drown, the darker it becomes. The darker it becomes, the worse it becomes. You start to swim harder, and you're starting to cry, and you're taking in water, and you can't breathe, and it's a lot. But at the end of the day, you become tired of fighting, of trying to swim, because now it's one wave after the next, after the next, after the next. And by the time that you realize that I'm tired, people don't even see that you've been gone.
And that's what depression is. I saw a post Galwanda.
Yeah.
He was saying that suicide is not an event. It is a process.
It's a process.
And then
Yeah.
you reach the dead end, Gengo. I make an example. I describe suicide as the last symptom of depression.
Yeah.
Because depression and suicide go hand in hand.
They do.
Depression, what depression is, classic definer, depression is a constant state of chronic sadness. You're constantly sad and it's chronic. It's okay to be sad. It happens. We get sad. But now are you chronic and you are a bit dysfunctional and it is ongoing, then it is depression.
Yeah.
Then you go through depression, you fight depression. And when you feel like you can no longer go on, that's where suicide comes in. It is the last symptom of depression. And I always say to people that it's like any other illness. Depression is an illness. Mental illnesses are illnesses, but they are not physical. They are internal. And internal illnesses aren't always visible. Sometimes even people that are physically sick, as babon, you for example, you hear about Banban passed away. Maybe they had diabetes. Hey, bo,
A bit
were they
right,
sick?
yeah.
A bit right just last week, but you don't see and you don't know what they went through. But you weren't aware because you didn't see.
Yeah.
So with depression, a person dies inside until they reach that point where they are like,
I can't anymore.
no, I can't. Let's just pull the plug. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. And I don't want us to limit it to just sadness. Rwanda also posted that let's name things that depression isn't.
Yeah.
And he did it's not it's not an event.
Yes.
Somebody else said that it's not just sadness. It is not just a phase. It is not just attention seeking.
Yes.
It is not, because you get others saying that asuka into menza funa uzibulala. Well, better attention. Better attention yourself. It is not attention seeking, because Umalema actually put it kakuhle wacho wathi your silent whispers. Your loud whispers.
Yes.
Yeah, we missed your loud whispers. And they really were loud. If you're listening to the songs, if you listen to the last song he dropped, Home, he speaks about it, that I actually said this. And then my mom said, what are we going to do without you? What are we going to do without you? Because we're up because of you. And he says that I'm tired. I just want to put down the baton. I just need to rest. I'm exhausted. And he had posted that days before he actually passed away, saying that he wants to move away from performing because he feels like he needs to reconnect with himself, and reconnect with his children, because he misses his children. What's a man without the love of his children? And he needed to reconnect with his faith. What's a man without his faith? Because if I cheat on you, I come to confess I was unfaithful. I am told to stand here, wait, but now I don't have the faith that, no, they're going to come back. I leave. I'm unfaithful. You get to a point where you feel like, I can't do this anymore. There's no faith that it's going to get better.
Yeah.
Again, you've lost your faith. What is a man without their faith? And now when I'm talking about a man, I'm not just talking about the male person. I'm talking about men in general, human being. What are you without your faith? It doesn't matter what it is want to align faith with, but what are you without that?
And that's why it's very important to have an anchor, to be rooted in something.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you're rooted in, whether it be faith, whether you're rooted in family, whatever it is that keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
That keeps you grounded when storms come.
Yeah.
Because is deeply rooted. So now Kakfiki seasons is a greater but
the tree
stands firm because it is rooted in something, in the roots that go into the earth.
Deep,
So it is important to be rooted in something, anything, just something, so that whatever it is that motivates you to keep going or to hold on a little bit longer, whatever it is, I hope you find it. Whatever it is that no man, like I can't.
Yeah.
But I hope you find it. Whatever it is that keeps you grounded.
It will happen that you'll feel like you're experiencing, because that's how I explained it
Yeah.
to my other colleagues, that at times in your 20 years of life, for example, I'm not saying that she's 20, in your 20 years of life,
I wish.
you feel like you feel like you've had 15 years of winter.
Yeah.
When it gets to that, now when it wasn't winter, it was autumn, so you never had a spring,
No summer.
no summer. You'll get tired. The leaves might fall down, but now the tree will also weather down. Weather down because it's been blistering cold. It's been rain. It's been cold. It's been snow. It's been ice. The tree will break down
And it's
slowly.
not, the tree isn't getting nutrients.
It's not. It's not. But now the thing with the tree is that awulinga phandle, bolanga phakathi. And then it will come, because you'll try to find what actually happened that got you to this point. What happened to get you to? What is the straw that broke the camel's back? Omnyumtu might say it is so small. People saying it's because of the videos. It's because of the videos and how you guys commented on that. Do you think that one person can just decide one day and wake up and just? We spoke about Tata because of suicide.
Yeah.
If you're looking at the other videos, we know that he was a recovering alcoholic. But if you look at the videos before, he was drunk.
I think kwezanto zinjalo we need to trade carefully.
Yeah.
Because we don't know full story.
Yeah.
Can we not assume?
Yeah.
Because asiyazi. Also, obviously, the survivors of Umdu that commit suicide, can you imagine
what they're going through?
What their questions are? Because they might have been aware that their husband, their father, was going through this. But
or even worse, it could be that they were not aware.
Right? Let's say now, for argument's sake, let's say they are aware. The thing is that you will not save everyone. That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, when Jangbaben Senchilo, suicide is the last symptom of depression. Yabo? Umtu can have the best support. You can literally be everything to everyone. You can have the best mental team, psychologists, psychiatrists, whatever.
Friends, family.
Right? And they can be everything to you. But if you've reached that point when you've decided that I can't, and the echo whispers of hope any longer, there's just nothing to hold on to.
Yeah.
I can't do anything to help you, Silk.
Anybody can do.
But unfortunately, it is only natural for a human being that had relations with Umtu to self-blame, because maybe I should have called more, maybe I should have listened more. What more could I have done? So it is important that we alleviate blame. We alleviate blame from the person, from the survivors that were surrounding that person. However, ours is to check up on each other. Let me check up on you, Silk. Let me be intentional about loving you. Let me remind you that I do love you. Because sometimes abantu will apologize in their suicide notes or videos. That you've loved me, but I can no longer. Which means that your love only was not sufficient to motivate me to be alive. However, I knew that you loved me.
I acknowledged it. It did something for me.
You know?
Yeah.
I felt your love. That's why it is very important to keep on checking up on one another, affirm each other, remind each other that we love each other, so that nangomso, when I am no more, you'll know that I loved you, Ikho. I'll know that even in my deathbed, even beyond the grave, I'll know that Usilk loved me. Yabon. Ours is to be kind to each other, because beyond the grave, I will know for sure that so and so was so kind to me,
Yeah.
so
They
and
loved
so
you. They loved you.
contributed so much in my life.
Yeah.
So, as we, in any death, guys, there will be maybe a blame if it is a sudden death.
Yeah.
That maybe I could have done this
It's
more.
it's the
I
need.
could
Yeah,
have,
it's the need to want
yes,
to find a reason.
right?
Yeah.
And in knowing that you've done enough, it should be enough for you. That's
Yeah.
why, that's where, for me, the kindness comes in. Your
Yeah.
kindness alone will not save me, will not always save me from being enough from living. Because angowiswa kungathandwa ngowesilk, ndigowiswa bubomi. And unfortunately, the universe is very unkind to us.
Yeah.
Yabon.
Yeah.
So ours is just to assure each other that I love you. Good morning. Have a beautiful day. You're doing great. I'm sorry. I hope you have a better day tomorrow.
Yeah.
How was your day? How was your week? How are you feeling? Are you attending therapy? How's therapy going? Yabon, those things.
If you remember, I spoke about this Metro FM Awards. I think that's when we actually got to see Ricardo.
Yeah.
When he was like, you know what? No, that's not for me. I'm not doing this anymore. Allow the kids, give them a chance, and support the kids. And he's been active in that.
Yeah.
If you remember, 3 weeks ago we were speaking, and I said that with saying that abantu are busy, people have got their own problems, and kunjalo, 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 we do need to understand that me, anytime, if you feel like talking, let's talk. And I'm not promising you that I'm going to change anything in your life, but that moment, it might change something. I know that I might say that you need to come talk to me. And for me, it's harder to say that, okay, this is what I'm going to come talk, you know, but it needs to be done. We need to actually talk more. We need to share more. We need to open up and allow people to come to us and be vulnerable. And we want to talk about that and say that be vulnerable, break down, come talk to me. What I hate is also the blame game that we have in social media. We play on social media that men can't be vulnerable because women, we need to be able to be vulnerable for ourselves. By yourself.
To yourself.
To yourself. Lendo yet of wanting to be constantly strong is not working. Because the minute you start to pull together and try and tighten it, make sure that I'm okay, I can't be where I pass like you crack and you break in so many pieces that it's hard for you to pick yourself up again.
Do you know where it starts? And unfortunately, the system is an advantage to men. It all starts with patriarchy. Because those ideas, unfortunately, the system here, patriarchy, is very cruel towards women, but it comes back to you because uzawukhumbula that patriarchy states that a man is to provide. The pressure, because Ricky, unomama kemus, which is a single mother, because I understand that he lost his father at a young age.
Yeah.
Okay, so une single mother, he's a man, he's made it. He has, because patriarchy informs him that he is obliged to provide, to provide for umama, to provide for his family, and rightfully so. I mean, as a woman, when I make it, I will definitely
want
make
to
sure
make
that
sure that your mom is okay.
It's comfortable. Abantwana basekhaya are comfortable.
Yeah.
And it's the pressure, because now no gigs means that you can't vent to anyone. You can't tell anyone that you're not coping, because patriarchy is informing you that not wena kaloku sweetie, not you. You cannot cry. And being socialized in that way, that what does that even mean? Because you are a human being and you have emotions. So how dare you be socialized in the way where you can't cry? Whereas une emotions before you are a boy, before you are a man, you're a boy. Before you're a boy, you're a human being. So by the virtue of the fact that you're a human being means that you have emotions. You have needs for those emotions to be dealt with.
I'm sorry we missed your very loud whispers. I'm sorry that everything that happened to you. Sorry that you felt the way that you felt, and it had to get to this. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I was just made a short video of it, a short clip. I said that I'm gonna be doing a lot of those, just putting those on to say that getting these quotes, man. It's part of a longer clip, in fact,
Yeah.
where he sits down and talks about shut my yeah, shut up, my little brother, preventing my suicide. So it wasn't his first attempt as well, you know. It wasn't his first attempt as well. It's exactly 48 minutes just after 3 o'clock. My name is Silk Damoyi. Welcome to the Urban Evolution, right here on Kena Radio, according to you. Listen, a number of celebrities, man, came and started speaking about Guy, and it's just, hey, that's just, hey, it's a lot. And we had people like Pearl Tusi, because they did a video together.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, can't remember the song, can't recall the song. Pearl Tusi, they did a video together. But that morning, I remember when I logged on onto Twitter and started seeing the hearts and the doves and
Broken
the broken
hearts.
hearts and the doves and can't be, oh my gosh, you know. And celebrities are never ever saying anything straight
Who?
about what's happening.
Yeah.
And you go down the timeline, you're trying to see what's happening, and there's it's a tabloid that posted a picture saying that rap star Ricky Rick has passed away. Couldn't believe that, man. You just can't be, what's happening. And as we went into the day, we saw that actually, uh no, man, this is real. And the his management, because being able to get to a few of them, he said, like, listen, we just need to get to the family first, because his management did find him hanging. They took him down. He was still alive. They tried to rush him to the hospital. Sadly, he didn't make it.
Oh, so this didn't happen at home?
It happened at home. It happened at home. Now,
Where was the family?
now it goes to that suicide is the last symptom. If you're going to get so tired and if you get so overwhelmed and heavy, you know that, you know what, I can't. But the way that he loves his wife, he loves his kids, he would not want them to experience that trauma, that double pain. Move them away. Take them away so that you can do this. He's Ricky Rick. Of course, people are not going to notice if he's not picking up his phone for an entire day. So somebody's going to find him. Somebody found him. Wasn't expecting it to be that early. Somebody found him. Now, I said that if you're going to say that he's being selfish, tell me one of the most painful ways to die: by hanging. He was being selfish, right?
As they say.
Why would he not think of the pain? Because it wasn't worth it. It was better than the pain that he was feeling, living through every single day.
And at the moment, it's more than just about other people.
It's more than just other people.
Now, when I'm in that moment, when I have reached that last symptom and I have decided, and it looks like I have a good chance of succeeding this time because I'm alone.
Yeah.
Ne?
Yeah.
I can't see beyond this.
There's nothing beyond this.
I can't see beyond
There's nobody
this.
beyond this, because now you've taken the decision, you've taken the steps to make sure that this succeeds.
Exactly.
There's a comedian in the US, went and did an interview with Good Morning America, did the late night TV shows and everything, and then the following morning was found in his hotel room in a tub, overdosed. He was laughing, making jokes the night before. Early in the morning, in the AMs, was found.
Because the thing about depression is that the whispers, the things that it whispers,
yeah,
it'll definitely whisper to you. There's no way we're sitting here, we're conversating, my mind is within this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm having a great time. I love doing this. I enjoy having these conversations on Silk. And then
it goes silent.
I get home. I'm alone. Now the thoughts keep creeping in. No.
Yeah.
There's no going back, babes. We're here now.
Yeah. Of course, we're going to give you suicide lines, depression lines. Crazy stat. The is it depression and anxiety group? They last year, between Jan and September, the number of calls that they got like 2,200 calls a day. People that were saying that they felt suicidal.
Yeah.
They were that depressed that they were thinking about suicide. 2,200 calls a day. And looking at the stats from 2019, we haven't seen the recent ones, but 2019, it says that South Africa is number 2 in the world when it comes to suicide.
Especially in men.
With men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2 in the world. And men are leading at a big gap.
You know, I volunteer at a counseling center here in East London. And because I know that it's so rare for men to go to counseling, I get so happy when I see a man coming out of a counseling room.
Yeah.
Not because I'm happy that
he's there, but you're happy because he's there.
But I'm happy because it is a man that isn't scared to be vulnerable and isn't scared to seek his healing. And most counselors there are females.
Yeah.
So I'm like I'm glad, I'm happy
that they were able to do this.
Yes, like it's heartwarming to see a man akwazi uba vulnerable, Chris Stranger kumntu angamaziyo nomazi. It's quite heartwarming.
Yeah. I said that I'm gonna put up these numbers differently, different locations, depending where you are. We're just gonna put it up on StreamYard so that if you need somewhere to go, if you need somebody to call, if you need to talk to somebody, you're able to get to them. If you need to get to a place where you need to like break down, we have a safe space to go.
There's even a WhatsApp.
Yeah, there's a WhatsApp line.
Yes.
Okay, you're gonna give us the WhatsApp line so that we are able to put it up as well.
Okay,
if you can just try and quickly find it.
Okay.
But
I've got it.
yeah, listen, my name is Silk Damoyi, and this is Urban Evolution right on KNR Radio. According to you, I said that I'm thankful that I have the freedom to be able to just do this and get to talking about Yohangel and Elena. I'm thankful for that. I'm really, really thankful for that. And if you're listening or you're watching from anywhere around South Africa, the world, you can actually hit us up if you like. You've got something to add as well. You can hit us up.
Yes, please.
I always feel like I don't allow outside people to be a part of. It's okay for you to watch and listen. Maybe I don't allow enough people to actually be a part of.
Yeah, more interaction.
Yeah, more interaction. So on 065 065-970-2707. Also on our Facebook page, it's Kithngisi Radio. We've got a live going there, so you can just enjoy, comment on that and hit us up. I see that people also are agreeing with what we're saying right now, what we're talking about right now, and it is not just about us. Now, that's an important thing.
Yeah,
it's not just about us. It's not about us, it's about everybody, because we all have those dark days.
And if you are in East London and you would like to get free counseling, Masitete Counseling Centers offers free counseling. It is in Southernwood, East London, St. James Road. There is a telephone number and there's a WhatsApp number that is 24 hours. So the telephone number is 043 722 000. So it's 043 7222 000.
Okay.
And the WhatsApp line is 084 091 5410. That's 084 091 5410. That's Masitete Counseling Center. It offers free counseling. You call the number or you WhatsApp. You can get counseling on WhatsApp, or you can call in for an appointment, or if it is very urgent, you can walk in. Whatever you need to talk about, whenever you need to talk, please feel free to go, because we can talk to people, but abantu nabo bayagoa, and you will not always get a positive response for people. Sometimes speaking to a person will break you more. So I really encourage counseling, because Lamtu, first of all, that person is trained to talk to you. That person is obliged to talk to you. That person
wants to talk to you.
That person is bound by the law to hold confidentiality. So I really encourage counseling. I've tried to make a habit of, before I vent to someone, Takbuza Silk are in a space to listen. Because it is very important, because now I don't want to trigger you. And then you're not in a space to listen to me.
Because the response will not be well.
Or even now with Silk, you're going through things, now you're going to be triggered, then it's going to be a lot to you. So please, guys, I really, like, even if you don't want to go and see a person face to face, there's numbers, then WhatsApp, text, or call, or go see a psychologist. If you can afford one,
book a session.
Book a session with a private psychologist.
And we understand that therapy is very expensive, and unzima of money therapy, especially in East London, you know, there's a limited number, because you're gonna find the same people and then and then they say the same thing now, but there's a limited number. We need more psychologists in East London. We need more psychologists practicing out of East London, so that this is not such a risk. Waiting period 3 months when you need to try and see a psychologist, you're booking a psychologist. Zenda, when speaking to Mamfe a couple of days, is already, if not mistaken, a couple of days ago, said that the mind is very complex, so it needs umuntu that's able to deal with it. You can't, you're not going to send a car to a chef and expect them to whip it into shape. It doesn't work like that. You need somebody that's trained and that understands. No, you need somebody that's trained, that understands by 18 Lendo Lena. And at times when you're speaking to a person, people have their things, because because I understand Bible ugo kanjani kodwa uyaphangela, hayibo uyamkela bra, you have a house, you have a car, ugo kanjani.
What do you need?
And a friend said that wayibona kuzaqonda uba I need to go to therapy. Uthi somebody said at least you have a husband. And it wasn't just about that. And it doesn't
Also-
start and end with, I'm single, I'm alone, I feel lonely. You can feel lonely in a room filled with people.
Can we stop invalidating people? Like, can we stop invalidating people? A friend of mine, she lost both her parents, but
Yeah.
her last surviving parent was her father. She was very close to her father, and they were like friends.
Yeah.
And she posted yesterday, "Esitukumbulu tatake," but she hardly speaks about her father because people will say at least he had a father. So
Do I not speak about the man that loved me, that raised me, because I'm worried that you didn't have a father? How does me having a father take away from you not having a father, vice versa?
exactly
How do I not miss this person? That make it make sense.
Right now, my loss is invalidated because of. So can we please stop invalidating people when they vent to us?
Yeah.
Can we not invalidate someone when they say they are going through something, especially if you have never gone through Lando? Because it's very easy to speak from a place of privilege. Very easy, that thing. But if you haven't experienced it,
it's okay to keep quiet, let it go.
Don't invalidate the next person because their experience is real.
Yeah.
I saw a post on Instagram this morning, but someone posted that people fake being happy, they can't fake depression. So now I will be the happiest person, the bubbliest person, but I can't fake being depressed.
There's a message here. Naomi is in Tlemklango saying that I really hate that people are mocking Ricky Rick's depression, and men in general are mocked when they come out with mental health issues. And on that, there is a meme going around saying that it's either as a man you open up and you become a meme, or you just bottle everything up and become a memory.
Yeah, no. It's very sad.
And become a memory. It's exactly 2 minutes after 4 o'clock. My name is Damoyi, and this is the Urban Evolution right here on KNR Radio, according to you. KNR Cares, in partnership with Helping Those in Need, is looking for your help in achieving the success of the Winter Warmth Drive 2022. We plead with you to search those boxes and storage bags because someone out there really needs anything warm that you may have just sitting there gathering dust. Winter is no joke when you have nowhere to go to protect you from the cold. We know how lonely it can get when even the elements are working against you. During these tough times, we're attempting to collect 1,000 items to be handed over on the 31st of June 2022. Drop your donation items at Kitngesi Radio 6 to 8 Donald Road in Vincent, opposite Game, across the street from Vincent Park. We would love to see the collection stack grow every day to ensure that as many children, women, and men get to realize a warm and better winter. Let's make it happen. Together for those we refuse to live out in the cold, helping those in need because KNR cares. As I said, that it's 3 minutes after 4 o'clock. My name is Damoyi, and this is the Urban Evolution right here on KNR Radio, according to you. I had a call with a friend just before the show, and when I picked up, you look so happy. I love that for you. What made you so happy? And I remember the post I had up.
Is it a friend that I know?
No.
Oh, it's not her. Okay.
No.
That friend of ours.
No, that friend of ours isn't touching her phone this weekend. I said that we mask the smell, put on our capes, go out and play Superman.
Because the show must go on.
Because the show must go on. If you're going to break apart and fall apart and be weak, who's going to pick up after you? Who's going to do what you're supposed to do?
Yeah.
And that's our reality. And that's the life that we're living. I said to her, baby, one thing that got to me about Ricardo passing away is how much I related to everything. Everything. That's a scary feeling.
I think the trigger was in knowing or realizing that
It
we've
could,
been there.
and also it could be me. It could have easily been me.
Also, we are so blessed to say it could have been me. We are blessed to be able to reminisce on our dark times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very blessed. I think yeah.
2020, COVID hit. Okay, a lot of things happened. I remember I was in the highway and I got attacked. At that moment, I was just fighting for my life, you know, and got home, that's pelele, that tungwa, and then I lost the use of my hand, my left hand. I'm left-handed,
Yeah.
so you can just imagine. And on my way to the hospital, we're passing by the turning in a highway, and I got angry. The anger grew over the next couple following days to a point where I felt I needed to protect myself. If this is going to happen, and it wasn't the first time, I needed to protect myself. I spoke to a friend that basically shouted at me that you've got so much to lose. I am a convicted criminal, but you have so much to live for. You've got so much to lose. So, what you're trying to do, what you want to do, is not going to work. And I was asking for help. Help me do this. And it's like, I'm not going to do that. The one thing that I'm going to do is call your brother. My brother's a cop.
Yeah.
I'm going to call your brother and we're going to see what we're going to do. And I realized that that was a low. A low. Later, my birthday came up. My year starts. That's what I always say. And I wrote letters. I wrote letters to my sons. I wrote letters to myself. And I wrote a letter to my mother. And I never opened them again. A couple of months later, I read those letters because I was writing another letter to myself. It's very important to diarize or journal. It's very important to journal. So not only to be able to track your state of
Progress.
mind, progress, and everything else, but to remind yourself
Yeah.
where you were. Because I'd always say that because I cry, and I think that I've actually experienced worse. Right now, I just need to do this. That's me. I need to fix what's the problem, what is wrong right now, and then I'll do me later.
Yeah.
That's just me. But now the problem comes when you can't locate the problem. I'm very self-aware, very emotionally intelligent. Somebody said that about him. I know. I know what I'm feeling. I know what I'm thinking, and I'll speak on it.
And he was able to articulate
Exactly.
what he was going through.
Exactly. But now, when you can't find the cause where the rot is, it continues to spread. It continues to spread to a point where you feel like every organism in you has died, eaten away by rot. And it gets to that wave coming and hitting you and knocking you over, and that being stuck in that swirl under the water. It doesn't matter how loud you cry. It doesn't matter how loud the whisper is. You're underwater now. You're drowning. It's dark. It's scary. But again, the show needs to go on. So you mask it, put on your cape, and play Superman. It's hard.
It definitely is.
It's really hard.
It's hard. I think with me, the thing that scared me the most was um knowing the state that our universe is in.
Yeah.
We are very broken people.
Yeah.
But um being aware that as a person that advocates for mental health, for healing, how do I bring hope to these people? I think for me that was very scary because where am I going to get the courage to do this?
Where do you find the strength?
Right? And Gengoko, and me um doing this assignment,
Yeah.
because I believe in being aligned with purpose and whatnot.
Yeah.
In doing this assignment of helping people find healing,
Mm-hmm.
of educating people, because initially, Silk, I studied psychology because I saw a need in abantu abamnyama,
Yeah.
because there's so
Yeah.
much miseducation about
About
mental
mental.
health,
Yeah.
um and the services in Nqabile kwabantu abam. That's why I studied
Yeah.
psychology.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think this week reminded me
Why are you doing
of
this?
my why and how heavy it is,
Mm-hmm.
because in me doing so,
Mm-hmm.
am I doing the people justice? Am I not furthering the damage
Mm-hmm.
in the next person?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, yeah, that was the scariest thing, for me this week, and I think that's why it was very heavy for myself, because I have an obligation to bring awareness, facilitate healing, and help wherever I can. But am I doing justice to the cause now? And yeah, but again, thank you so much for the platform. I think that these platforms are great platforms so that we are able to have these conversations that are relatable. I love relatability because I relate to you. We relate so much to each other. I find you as a relatable person. You find me as a relatable person because you have honest conversations. Um, and my aim for ufika up and dithethe to the next person is for the next person to be able to relate to what we're talking to and relate to me as an individual,
Mm-hmm.
and relate to Silk as an individual,
Mm-hmm.
and relate to the show
Yeah.
at large.
Yeah.
So I think that's the core.
It's exactly 12 minutes after 4 o'clock. My name is Silk Damoyi, and this is the Urban Evolution right here on KNR Radio, according to you. Listen, we do need to take a break
Yeah.
because we've been live.
Okay.
I am very, you see what I want to show you.
Okay.
My social media, you see what I want to show you. And what I was thinking the other day is at times, people will say, he's so strong. Oh my God, he is so strong. And if I were to actually sit down, I'm so sorry, actually sit down and say, I'm not that strong. This
Yeah.
happened. And with that happening, that happened,
Mm.
you know, because I hate that, because if we're being honest, your strength is measured by the number of blows you've taken, ne? Not realizing that each blow did something to you. So each of the blows that I've experienced, every single loss, every single failure, every single thing that I went through that I was not supposed to. But then again, I'm going to say, then who, if not me? But all those things that I experienced, those things, they left something in me. They left a scar, they left a dent. It doesn't matter how simple or small the argument is, it leaves a dent. There is no touch so soft that it does not leave a footprint, a fingerprint.
Yeah.
It will leave a print no matter what it is. So it's hard to say that I'm strong because I've had to be strong. I've had to be strong.
You didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. I don't want to be. I don't want to be strong.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to be strong.
It's exhausting.
It's really exhausting. But
It is exhausting. As much as strength is it's it's a iyabukeka, Silk.
yeah, it looks good.
I will be honest.
It looks good.
Strength iyabukeka because I will feel proud when I know what you've been through and the person that you are, especially if I know how much you've worked hard to be where you are right now.
Yeah.
But can we not romanticize it?
Yeah. Let's not romanticize
Can
struggle.
it not be the prerequisite for happiness?
For success. Let's not
Yes.
romanticize struggle, pain, hurt. nezinye izinto.
Please, let's be soft, guys.
Yeah. Let's get up past 14 minutes after. Of course, you're going to play it back. The live is ending. If you're following us on Facebook, KTSC Radio, that is ending, but we continue here.